I don't know where he's going. I don't know where he's going. Come here. Come here. Come here, cutie. Come here, cutie. Come here, cutie. He's poking his tail right in my trachea. Oh, 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 oh. Anyway, welcome to my really messy computer room. And uh, say hi to Julio. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Say hi. Say hi. Say hi. Julio has lived with me for more than 15 years. I got him on Halloween in 2004. Fun fact, I also got my second car that same day, and I and my best friend picked up Julio in my first car, and that was the last thing we did in my first car together. um, he's he's a ball python. He's I'm not sure how old he was when I got him. I would estimate less than a year old. When I got, oh yeah, yeah, you can do your tongue at the camera. Yeah, you can do your tongue at the camera. Yeah, you can do your tongue at the camera. I would estimate he is then approximately 16. Um, he is my big thick boy. He's so big. He's 58 inches long. Like between 58 and 59. I can't get him to hold still to get the exact, but he's more than 58 inches and less than 59 inches. And for people who don't do the math, 60 inches is 5 feet. And I am 66 inches tall. So he's just shy of 5 feet, and he weighs just about 5 pounds. For a male ball python, he's a little on the big side. Um, he's pretty grande. Now, because I've lived with him for, 15, 16 years, I didn't really realize how big he was. Until he started getting respiratory infections, and I think it's because of this dumpy apartment building I've been living in for the last 6 months, which I'm probably going to have to live in for another year or two at least. But he doesn't like it when you tickle his tummy, but it was there. I have to tickle it. But I've got it sorted out. I've got a vet who is far away, but, he seems to know what's up, and he is respiratory infection free, and we know how to deal with it now. Currently, he's my only snake, and he is my first snake, and it's going to be Julio and I, true love. I'm trying to show you here, but he won't let me. I have his name tattooed on my arm. True love always, together forever. Um, I expect he's probably going to live another um, 10 to 20 years, maybe longer. The oldest one I had ever heard of was in its 90s, but usually they're like between the 20 and 30-year age span if you take good care of them. But according to my veterinarian, he's never seen this one big or anyone who's had one this long, which is ridiculous. He's making me pose. Hi, sweetie. As you can see, he's not ferocious. He's just kind of a beanbag. He's just kind of derpy. and sweet. And if you're thinking about getting a snake, but you're not really committed to like the giant snake situation, I would recommend a ball python. They're usually about 4 feet long, 3-ish pounds when they're full grown. Like I said, Julio's pretty large. Ooh. And you may have seen on his face, here, get in there. It looks like his eyes haven't shed. If you know anything about snakes, they shed their skin every now and again, and it comes off like tissue paper. And in that, they actually shed the skin. They have skin that covers their eyes, and that comes off on the shed. And I'm handcuffed together now. But Julio, ever since I've gotten him, when I got him a long time ago, he's always looked like he hasn't been able to shed his skin on his eyeballs. And they call that spectacles when the eyeball skin is left on after a shed. And although that has happened to him a couple of times, and we were always able to take care of it and get it removed without any fuss or any damage to his eye, since I got him when he was small, he's always kind of looked like he still has his eye spectacles. And the veterinarian also said he looks like he has his eye spectacles. And he doesn't. He just has weird kind of wrinkly eyes that aren't very clear. And I don't know why that is. And it doesn't really seem to bother him, although he does kind of have a hard time aiming and catching live prey, which is why I'm so glad that after 10 years of him not accepting pre-killed prey, he figured out that a dead rat is the same as a live rat after he's killed it. So it took him a decade to figure that one out. But life is so much easier now that he will take pre-killed or frozen thawed prey. Because I don't think he can see very well because his eyes are not clear. And like I said, I don't know what that is. The vet doesn't know what it is. The vet was pretty sure he had eye spectacles, but I assure you, he does not have eye spectacles unless he has had the same eye spectacles on his eyes for 15 years. Are you going to show everybody your alien? Is it your alien? Oh, he's from outer space. All right. Hey, I'm going to... He's got me very tight. All right. You're very frisky today. I'll give you a mouse later. All right. I'm going to put him back in his home and take Mouse out of the freezer and put it on the counter, and he'll eat it later when it's not frozen. What's up, bro? I can see your chin. It's very close to my eyeball. Alright, hang on. Alright, we're going to put him back in his home.